I am live. Hello. Connecting with Cari. Waiting for Cari to come. Hi, welcome. Welcome. Hello. Hi. How's everyone doing? I'm waiting for Cari to come on and connect with her. I'm so excited today. We have a special guest today, so yes, let's see. Let me make sure. There she is. Hi, Cari. I'm going to add you right now. Hold on. Hello, hello. There you are. Hi, Cari.
Hi.
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 Hi. All right. So welcome, everyone. Thank you for coming and joining us today. I have a special guest, as you can see. It's Cari Loschen. And I just want to say welcome. I go live every Friday at 1 o'clock. And it's just a way where I just want to check up on everyone, make sure you guys are doing well and taking care of yourselves, and try to also connect our creative community so that we can inspire and encourage one another during this time. And every last Friday of the month, I invite a special guest on because I know they will be someone who will inspire you with their creativity. And today I have Cari Loschen. Yay, thank you. Thanks for joining us today. You're going to be showing us basic couture pinning as well as share a resource on advanced sewing techniques, and I think that will follow at the end. But before we begin, I wanted to kind of give a background story of how we met. I don't remember the year. Hi, everybody. I don't remember the year, but I remember shopping for fabric during one of Susan Calagi's couture classes.
Yes.
And I didn't get to attend that year. You know, I was a little sad about that, but I am happy I got to meet you. I don't remember how we crossed paths, but you're such a sweet person. We were just talking and we got to know each other, and then we followed each other on social media and corresponded that way here and there. But I have to give special thanks to Hallie and her husband for really reconnecting us. Because of her, you got in touch with me to purchase her DIY veil kit. So thank you for your support.
Oh my gosh, thank you for helping me through that.
Oh, no problem. My pleasure. Thank you. So tell us a little bit about you, Cari, because I'm sure everybody wants to know a little about you.
Yeah, I am Cari from the prairie. I live in a farm in south central Nebraska, and obviously I love couture work, and I just like sewing and doing that sort of thing. So I like to share what I know. So I'm happy to be here, and thank you so much for inviting me, and thanks for everybody for coming and sharing with us.
Of course. I'm so honored to have you on. So Cari, I'm curious because I got introduced to couture. I'm a slow sewer. Blue Dot knew you from junior high.
Diane, must be Diane. Hi, Diane.
I'm a slow sewer, and I try to be very intentional. But when I took the couture class, and meet people like you who just are so, like, your level of intention is beyond me. I'm just like, the couture talent, the intentional sewing, the slow sewing is like elevated. And so I'm always curious because I want to be there one day. And I'm curious, how did you get into couture sewing? And
okay, yeah, my story is this. Living on a farm, my kids were growing up. I have 3 kids, and they were starting to leave home. And, in some ways, I kind of felt fired because what am I going to do? I don't actually farm with my husband. And so I just did some soul searching and thought about what do I want to do? What could I do? And another thing that I really enjoy is cooking. But that seemed to be kind of a big expense to get into. And I didn't really, I didn't want to work weekends and holidays and that sort of thing. Still wanted to be available for my family. But so as my kids were leaving home, I thought I would dive back into sewing and garment making specifically, because in my heart of hearts, I would love to be a designer. So, so I just thought, well, I can get back into that and work on it and, just develop my skills. So I actually took about 26 years off of sewing, garment making in that while I raised my family. And so then again, Susan, my mom actually lived in Texas, and I was on Susan Calgi's email list because I had made a niece's wedding dress and I needed help. And her book was a reference. I'm a book junkie, and I found her book and I fell in love with the method. So the Couture Method, and it's totally solved the problem that I needed to work with this dress that I was doing. And so then I got on her email list, and she ended up having the classes in Katy. Yeah. And so I went down one year. I think it was the second year that you and I met. And I've been going every year since, if I can make it work, to Susan class, just to learn and grow in my own skills. And it's funny that you say that the levels, because when I go to class, oh my gosh, the other students are so incredibly talented. And I don't feel like I'm at their level whatsoever. So it's kind of interesting how we all kind of feel, like, I guess the good thing is we can grow and get better. And so I love the idea of being surrounded by people that are so good at what they do. That's a lot of fun.
Well, you're just too humble, because I'm just always amazed by you. You ladies are said, thank you, Yuette. You're so humble. I'm just like always amazed about like how humble you are, because I just noticed everyone always says how knowledgeable you are, how talented you are, and here you're like, I'm not that good. I'm just like, okay, you do not know, because I go to your site and just love and admire on your work. So like I said, I'm honored to have you on here to teach us the couture pinning, because when I look at your work on your Instagram page, your pinning is impeccable, because mine is just so sloppy, and I'm hoping to get there one day. So I'm excited to learn, and the reasons why you take that time to go the extra mile, to make it so extremely beautiful. So if you don't mind teaching us, your technique, and tell us the reasons why and why it's spaced out the way it is. It's just beautiful. The bodice you have in front of you is gorgeous already. And it's just a muslin. Yeah, I laugh because it's just muslin, but it's the way you put it together. So
I'm often concerned that people get very tired of my muslins because they don't ever see like the finished thing, so
but you have your different cuts and your different styles of your toile. So it's just always it's different. Actually, it's different every time. Even though it's muslin, it's pinned, it's different every time. So thank you again, I'm just excited. Thank you for taking the time to come on and to kind of show us and teach us a little bit about couture pinning. So if you don't mind.
Yeah, thanks for having me again. And so it's kind of a collective. So I've been very fortunate to be able to study under some of what I consider our nation's best instructors. So I would say that Sarah Veblen was the first one to introduce me to pinning. I'm very proud to say she was actually here at my house and all that. I got to spend some really quality one-on-one time with her, and she's so meticulous and so good at what she does. And she never pokes you. If you're getting fitted by her in your muslin, you never get poked. So that would be the first one. The second one would be Susan Calgi, and she has always stated, use your pin like a stitch. And that is more in reference to, construction when you're putting, your layers together and things like that in couture sewing. But it also applies, to this too. And then the last one comes from, I was so thrilled to be able to take an online draping course from Moda Howe out of Paris, France. I could do that here on the farm, and I've taken all the courses that they offer, and they're the ones that really shared with me why it's done this way and how far apart. It's about 3 centimeters apart. And after a while, you know, you can eyeball, you know, like in sewing too, we can eyeball a 1/4 inch, you know, 5/8, 3/4, that sort of thing, you know, when we're sewing too. And so it just becomes, so it's been, you know, over time that I've been able to elevate my own pinning. And so when it comes to pinning like this, can you guys see it okay?
Can everybody see that?
And I'll move, I'll try to, well, it's half screen, so I don't know, and my dress form won't go lower, but I can maybe raise my camera a little bit.
Yeah.
But
I think it works.
Okay.
Yeah.
The idea was that when, as a draper, if I were to be a professional draper, and just saying, I would love to do that, you know, for a fashion designer. Yeah, I would love to, you know, I would love to do it for fashion designers. When you take a 2D and you turn it into 3D in the muslin form. So when you present that, like what we're doing now, the pins don't impair the vision of the design that they've created. If that makes sense.
It says, so neat, all at equal distance. Yes. I remember sharing with you how, you know, it's just so beautiful, and you're like, you know, to me, I'm just like always in awe when I'm looking at it, and you're like, oh, this is kind of second nature to you, so you don't think about it. And I thought that was so interesting.
I don't think about it so much anymore. I'm more concerned about, is the fabric, you know, folding right, laying right, you know, that type of thing, as opposed to like trying to get the pins right. Because like in the Paris courses, there were times when the instructor said, you need to change these pins. So, you know, so it was just another up-leveling thing type of thing.
You mean change the actual pin, or just the angle of the pin?
Yeah, like change the direction and change how far apart they're spaced, you know, that type of thing. So she didn't, she didn't accept sloppy work from me. So
I would fail.
Yeah, I doubt it. Yeah, because, you know, what you do as a
Oops, sorry.
Are we still there?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So if you would like a little demo, I can go ahead and do that. Have I answered all your questions, or are there more questions?
Yes, if anyone has any questions, feel free to leave it in the comments section, and I'll try to keep up with the questions. So feel free to ask if you have any questions for Cari. She will be more than happy to answer, and I'll try to read it off for you as we go.
So I want to start with, on my muslins, I use the Couture Method, and I always trace off, you know, the stitching lines with the, you know, with the big paper, that type of thing. So that's how I know where my lines are, you know, and what I'm pinning together. And that's the same, like even if you were draping, you mark it and then you draw the lines in. So it's kind of all the same.
Abby Matt says, what type of pins do you use?
These are Bohan. They're just a straight dress pin. There's no colors. And again, this comes from Paris. There's no colors or cute little flowers or anything like that, because it's too distracting to the eye.
Okay. Yeah. Why did you take the class in France?
Oh, because I want to be a designer, and I just want to get better. And I want to create beautiful gowns. And so just the opportunity to be able to do that was amazing. And, you know, honestly, my kids are grown and it's just me out here. And so I've got time, and why not, type of thing.
I also want to go one day. And I think we talked about one day we'll go together.
Yeah. This was online though.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we need to go there in person one day, because I've always wanted to go.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, I'm into that. Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's move forward.
I'm going to start with, this is the front bodice to this top, okay? And I'm going to, I don't know, I think it's going to be hard, but this is a Sarah Veblen trick. Can you guys see the corner? Not so good.
Might have to move it out just a tad.
Okay, sorry.
It's okay, take your time.
Okay.
No rush, no rush.
I don't want to spend time with camera. And when we did this, I realized we were doing it on a Zoom and not Instagram. Can you see the corner of the table now?
I can see it. Can everyone else see the corner? I can see it
right here,
right at the corner. Yeah.
Okay.
I can see that.
So what Sarah taught me is you take the point of the dart. Can you guys see that?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm folding it up. And then on a dart, because it's on the side, I like to go horizontal pins, okay, the pin. And I'm taking just a little bite like this. Okay, just a little bite like that. And by
so like one stitch.
Like one little stitch, yes. Yeah. And then sometimes on a dart, you have to do 2 stitches because when you're trying it on, I'm lazy. I don't like to stitch anything anymore. And so for fitting. And so 2 stitches works really nice on a dart so they don't come out.
That is, Diane says brilliant. I agree. I would not have thought about doing it at the corner.
And it works so nice because it's laying flat up here. And so the volume of the bust is hanging off the table. So then this is. So
that's how you do the bust. Okay.
Yep. So that's how I do that. Okay. And then I'm going to move this up a little bit, guys, again. Can you see? Do I have to go more? I think I have to go more, don't I?
Let's see.
Whoops.
It's okay. Take your time. Okay, so you're going to show us how to do that back dart. Is that the?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, how's that?
That looks good. I can see the
top. You guys see it? Yep, can you see it okay?
Can everybody else see it?
Now my thing doesn't want to stay. So sorry, guys. I'm so not good at this.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Take your time. Take your time.
Let me try this. Okay.
Yeah, that looks good.
Are we there?
Yes.
Okay. Can you not see the top up here?
I can't see the top, but I can see the dart.
Okay, let me work on the dart then.
Yeah, let's do the dart.
Okay.
Sounds
so
good.
Again, here's my lines. Is that better?
Yes.
Okay, so here's my lines, and because this is the back, you always want the fullness, to go to the center back or the center front, typically. So I just fold it up, and I like to use the horizontal balance lines to do first. And again, it's just lining that up, taking a little stitch in like that, and I'll do each of these horizontal balance lines.
Kathy from Louisiana says hello.
Hi.
Hello, hello, welcome. Okay, so you're matching up the lines and
I'm matching up the horizontal balance lines. Okay, and so then I'm just going to fill in down here, and again about 3 centimeters apart, roughly, or what is that? A little more than an inch in imperial. And also, this is curvy on the back, so sometimes, I should mention that I like to do it on the flat usually when I'm pinning these, because I can poke in hard and then kind of come out, and get it.
So normally, like on the table, you're doing it on the table?
Okay. Yes. And so I don't know, are you guys able to see this?
I can see it. Can everyone see it?
Does that help?
I think that's good. Yeah,
is that
for the next
close?
Couple of pins, maybe back just a little bit.
Okay.
Just a tad. Like right there. Yeah.
Right there?
It looks good.
Okay. And so again, just lining this up and just poking in like that. So And then when I get to the top of the dart up here, where it needs to fade, I'm going to put one here, like this. And then I like to go where it's going to, so hopefully you can see it fade. You know, I guess I'm losing camera view lens, but I put a vertical pin in here to the tip. I don't know, can you guys see that?
I can see it.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay.
So as you get closer to the tip, you use a vertical pin versus the angled. So
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So how about at the bottom? Do you use a vertical tip at the very bottom as well, or?
Yes, on this dart I would do the same thing.
I see. That is beautiful. Yeah, it looks so neat, so clean.
I pinned in my dress form. As usual.
Well, that's why you do it on a flat surface. That's why you were saying you normally do it on the flat surface.
Yeah.
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 So
it's just when you know that you have to pin these things together, that's easier. And then sometimes I'll use my ham, you know, for these curvy spots.
Yeah.
I'm a bit curvy, so like through here, it would have been nice to have it over the ham, you know, through this dart here. And then always it is back over front. So here I have both my seam lines. The dotted lines are the seam lines. I'm just going to poke a pin in here to hold it.
Welcome. For all those that are new on, we are visiting with Cari Loschen at Cari Kim. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for being here, everybody.
She is teaching us how to do couture pinning, and she's pinning right now the side of a bodice. So thank you for joining.
That's back over front. And on the underarm, especially when you're trying it on, I do another vertical pin. Okay. And I like to do like 2 little stitches, so to speak, with the pin. So it doesn't come out so easy, you know, when you're trying things on. Okay. And I would go down again and put in the horizontal balance lines. And maybe you can't see that. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I can see it fine. So the goal is after you pinned it, you're able to even wear it with all the pins attached to it, and won't get poked and pinned. That's amazing.
Right. I do it that way now because, like I said earlier, I've gotten lazy because this works. Yeah. You know, if I have to change things, which I always do, especially fitting myself, that I don't stitch it so I don't have to rip it out. Kind of instant gratification.
Yeah, yeah. So it's quick and easier for you rather than taking apart, using a seam ripper, taking apart the stitches, and then sewing it back in, versus this way you just take maybe a couple of pins and adjust it then.
Yeah, you guys probably can't see, but right here, I need the fullness below the waist for my shape, but right here, I want to take in about that much between my fingers.
Okay.
To tighten it up just a little bit, you know, to
Roz with so much fabric says, beautiful, Cari. It is. It's beautiful.
Oh. Thank you. Thanks so much. Yeah. Okay, and then the shoulder would be the same, back over front. You guys can't see that.
We can't see the shoulder part.
No, sorry about that.
But I think we get the idea.
Okay.
Yeah, I think yeah, it's just so pretty. It's just so clean, so neat, and it's an easy way to just fit yourself, and you just take the pins and readjust it then. Studio B Sewing asks, can you put a link to the course in France that you took online? We'll add that to the Instagram story live. I'll make sure to do that for you.
Perfect.
Once
And
I get
then a quick win here would be it's Moda How, Modahow.
What was that? MODA
HOW.
HOW. Okay. Okay.
.com. And that's out of, and the videos are in French, but they're subtitled in English. So you spend a little time, unless you speak fluent French,
Yeah.
I spend a little time, watching them first, and then,
So you picked up some French as you're watching it too. So.
Yeah.
Diane's is so skilled. Almost looks, yeah, it sure does. Almost looks stitched already. So.
Yeah. And that's why I've gone to just being able, like, to try this on with just pins.
Yeah.
It's not going to be completely accurate, but it's close enough. If there's a minor change, it can be made in the stitching type of thing.
And I remember, what was the reason that you have to present? I remember a long time ago you mentioned something about you have to present it to the designer in this way. And what was the reason that you have to present it with the pins and all that?
Pinning in this way, when a designer is looking at their 3D version instead of the 2D, it doesn't impair the lines, like the designs that they have created.
Got it. Yeah. Actually, the pins would actually enhance the lines, right?
A little bit.
Yeah, because it kind of draws the that's true. I can see that. Because it actually draws my attention because of the pins and how neat it's pinned on. So. Yeah.
And granted, I haven't had the opportunity to do that yet, but the Paris instructor shared with me that if let's say you were the designer and I'm presenting this to you, I could very quickly make a change, or you don't like how deep that dart is, or you want to move it over a quarter of an inch or whatever, and I could do that as we're, collaborating.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Mona Lima says hi. Hello. Welcome.
Mona Lima.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that.
Yeah.
And I'm also excited for the next part where you're going to share with us an up-and-coming resource site for advanced sewing. So tell us a little bit about that, your journey and your vision.
Okay, guys, what I have been working on behind the scenes for about 6 months is a new website that is going to be a directory for hobby garment sewers. So think of it as like the Angie's List for garment sewing. Anything and everything, hopefully, that you could possibly need when you go to search for something sewing. That could be, maybe there's a challenge you want to overcome, or a fabric store, or an educator, a live event, which bloggers should I follow, just all of that compiled into one place. And then on top of that, I am going to have a membership component. And I don't have all of that completely worked out yet, but I created a success path focused on the fundamentals. And so that would be, measuring, pattern work, fitting, and then construction, of course, and that type of thing. And then that leading into, do you like to pattern draft? Do you want to drape? And then you become the designer from there on.
Yay. So in the meantime, they can follow you at Cari Kim on your Instagram as everything will start to unfold and everything. So basically everyone here is getting kind of the behind the scenes preparation, information of what great things is to come. So I'm just really excited because I know how hard you worked on that and how much time and effort you put into it. So I'm really excited, and I really think it's going to be a place where people are going to learn and like they want to elevate their sewing. This is the site to go to. Brilliant, wonderful idea, Kathy. Saxon's brilliant. Yes, isn't it? It's a brilliant idea. It's going to make it easier for us as sewists, or to go and look for information. I feel like it's going to be, from what you've described, it's going to be just a powerful search engine for us sewists. So Yes, make sure you follow Cari at Cari Kim, and see it all unfold, because that's what, you know, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to join and looking forward to elevate my sewing. Diane says, we need it. We do, because when we go on the internet, there's just so much information out there, and you're going to help us narrow it down and make it, and make it quick. And
so like YouTube videos, you know, like, and with your veils and things like that, you know, you would be in the directory, that type of thing. And then hopefully I have my designer working on being able to get to the point in a video, you know, like this is the video that I'm recommending, but this is right where you need to be. So
kind of like a timestamp, like a timestamp of where exactly to go in that video. Wow.
And I really want to invite all of you to, you know, help me build this thing. You know, what do you want? What would be helpful to you? You know, what are the things that you're looking for and that you need and things like that. So, you know, DM me or send me an email. And I think my email is on my Instagram bio. So,
feel free to share it, Cari. What's your email?
Cari, C-A-R-I, at carikim.com.
Yeah, that would save time, Diane. Yes, it would. It would save us so much time. That's what we all been saying. We want to save some time and just start learning and start sewing. So yeah.
And there's hopefully going to be, I want to put in like a gamification type deal, you know, and right now I have in my mind about earning badges, you know, like I had spoken about, okay, you can earn a wedding badge because you've made a veil or a gown or a men's tie, or, you know, not all of those, just one of those things type of, you know, and maybe that's silly, but I just think it'd be kind of fun.
Oh, that would be fun. It'll give like a kind of a reward system to kind of, because as you elevate your sewing, you get a reward system. So Much Fabric says, can't wait. Yep, we can't wait. That's going to be some cool stuff coming. So yes, thank you. Thank you, Cari, for taking the time to share about, you know, showing us how to do couture pinning, and sharing about your up and coming site for elevating our sewing skills. Because, you know, when people come to visit my place, I hope, you know, my motto is, I hope you get inspired to create something extraordinary out of the ordinary. And I feel that you're going to be able to do that. You know, you're going to help people create some extraordinary things. So that's why I was so excited to have you on today. So thank you so much, Cari.
Thank you, Anne, very much.
Thank you for taking the time out of your busy day to show us and to help inspire us and encourage us. Yeah, thank you. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to ask. We have Cari Loschen on right now, who Abby Matt says, thank you.
You're welcome,
Abby.
You.
Thank you for joining us. Jennifer, thank you for joining us. Amina, thank you both. Oh, you're very, very welcome. That was fun. Foxgloves. Thank you, Cari. Thanks, Lacey. You guys are so welcome. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. Like I said, I mentioned earlier, every last Friday of the month, I have a special guest on that I feel would, you know, Ronnie says thanks, that I feel would just inspire us and encourage us. And so next month, July 31st, we're going to have Diane with Blue Dot Sews. She's a pattern maker, and she will be sharing about her her work, and I'm excited. Thank you. Quite informative. Thank you, Vitamac, for visiting with us today. So make sure to join us next time. It was fun to learn something new. Yes, that's what I'm hoping, that we can come on here, learn something new, get new ideas, get our creative juices going, and keep us, moving forward. So just thank you, Cari. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time and joining us today. But before I go, I always ask my guests, what quote or, you know, several quotes if you have, to share with us today that keeps you going, keeps you inspired, and keep you encouraged so that you can help encourage us. So what do you have for us?
Okay, guys, so this is one that I just keep it beside me, and this is kind of what I like to live by.
It says, don't stop
until you're proud.
Until you're proud.
Yep. And
it's a Dove candy wrap.
Yep, it's a Dove chocolate candy wrapper. And then another one, because this happens to me every single project I do. And Anne told me it was okay, but I keep this one right by my sewing machine too. And Anne, you'll probably have to read it because I don't know. I can't.
Let's see. Okay, it's backwards for me.
Oh, okay. So I think I can read it.
Yeah.
The creative process. 1, this is awesome. 2, this is tricky. 3, this is shit. 4, I am shit. 5, this might be okay. 6, this is awesome.
This is awesome. Jennifer says, I love that.
So, you know.
Thank you so much for sharing that. Thank you. It's fun. It's stuff that encourages and inspires you. So it's fun. Thank you. Thank you, Cari. Thank you for all that you've done for us today. And as usual, before I let you go, thank you so much. But please, everyone out there, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and, you know, just make sure you take a little bit of time today to reach out to at least one person by texting, calling, or FaceTiming them to see how they're doing, and just making sure everyone's doing well. And if not, you know, you can send them our way, my way, or, you know, they may not, they may be doing great, but it's always nice to have someone think of you. So everybody just take care of yourselves, take care of each other. And I am going to let you go, Cari. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you.
Thanks, Paul.
Big hug, Cari. Yeah. Take care. Take care. I'm going to put your picture at the end real quick, just so they can get your handle right here. Oh, yeah. So it's right there on top. Cari Loschen at Cari Kim. So make sure you check her out there. I'm going to take a quick. There you go. All right. Take care. Love y'all. Bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you so much.